Hi guys, I'm Truthman from OverClocking-TV, and we are now on Computex with Noctua. And let's say, what's new this year for you?
Yeah, we've got plenty of new stuff on display here today. I'll start with an old one and come to the new stuff right away. You already know our NHD14. It's been introduced in November and got excellent press ever since. It's one of the best performing coolers on the market. Pretty much everyone loves it for its excellent cooling performance, but as you can see yourself, it's quite a substantial cooler. So on some motherboards, in some configurations, you can run into slight compatibility issues, for example, when using tall memory modules. So we've been trying to address these concerns with the prototypes we're showing here. For example, we've got this one here. It's the same basic layout, so it's a dual radiator design with 6 heat pipes. But it's shrink down to 120mm width, so there's no longer any problem if, for example, your case ends here or something like that. And it's also asymmetric in shape, so on 1156 the heatsink itself won't overhang the RAM slots, so you can use any height of RAM you like, no problem whatsoever. Yeah, we're also working on a new 120mm fan. Sorry, 5 days of talking is getting hard on me.
Yeah, it's nice.
We're working on a new 120mm fan that's going to be even more efficient than our popular P12 series. And with 2 of these, this one is actually going to be very, very close to the D14 in terms of cooling performance, but at a much more compact size. Yeah, next up, we've got this model here. We always like the idea of having a complete product family. So this is the same basic layout in 92mm flavor, 92mm NFB9 fan. The heatsink measures 95 by 95 millimeters, so exactly fits the socket frame. It won't overhang anything. You can put it pretty much on any Intel motherboard you like without worrying about compatibility. Yeah, these 2 prototypes here tackle the same issue with a slightly different approach. As you can see, they are single tower models like our popular U12P series. But this one here comes with 7 heat pipes instead of 4 on the U12P. As you can see, it's also got a slightly asymmetrical design shifted towards this side. Once again, to make room for tall memory modules, the fan won't overhang the memory at all. Of course, you can run it with 2 fans for improved performance as well.
Cool.
Yeah, this one here is the same thing in a 92mm shape again. 5 heat pipes instead of 4 with the U9B series. Asymmetrical design for optimal RAM compatibility. Yeah.
It's almost like you have the big one and the small one.
Yes, the whole family together. Now, as far as these 4 prototypes are concerned, we're not sure which of them are actually going to make it to the market. It's probably going to be 2 of the 4, and yeah, I'm afraid we'll have a hard time deciding which one we'll choose. Well, next up, this is something people have been asking us about for ages, because there's not only the die-hard overclocker in you, there's also the HTPC lover. So people have been asking us for a low-profile cooler. All of our coolers have been pretty big in size so far, so we're proud to display here for the first time a low-profile Noctua prototype. We opted out for a dual fan design, 120mm on top, 80mm underneath. And this gives you a lot of flexibility. For example, you can run the cooler with the 80mm fan underneath only, as shown here. And this way, the cooler is only 63mm high, so it will fit into very, very small cases. And in this type of case, you usually don't have the hottest CPU available, so the 80mm fan will do for cooling. And if you need a little bit more cooling power, you just pop on the 120 and you're good to go on just about any CPU. Yeah, last but not least, we've got a successor to our popular C12P series in the pipes. We've increased the width of the fin stack to 140mm, and it's going to come with 2 of our NFP14FLX 140mm fans. And as you know, this type of downdraft coolers have usually been lagging behind in terms of performance compared to tower-style coolers. And with this one here, we're really closing the gap. It's about on the same level as our popular U12P series, but you get the benefit of a much reduced height, 130mm with both fans, and lots of airflow going over the near-socket motherboard components. Yeah, just like with the low-profile cooler, the dual fan design gives you lots of flexibility. You can run it with both fans for maximum performance, or just have 1 fan on top to make room for tall memory modules. We're showing this down here. Corsair Dominator modules fit underneath nicely. Or you can just run it with the fan underneath the fin stack to have an overall height of 105 millimeters. So this way the cooler is quite low in height, actually fits some very small cases, yet packs a lot of cooling power.
Okay. So what do you expect? You still haven't decided which one of this cooler will be retail, right?
Well, this just concerns the tower prototypes. The 140mm C-type is pretty much on the road and good to go. Should be ready in September-October timeframe. Okay. And as for the low profile, there's still some things to be done. I hope we'll have it ready before the end of the year.
Okay, thanks for your time. Maybe see you soon for another interview.
You're most welcome. It's always a pleasure talking to you.